Hello! So today I decided to try out a new style of video. I've been pointing out the full story and characters of SnakeTail Spiral for a while now, and I'm going to explain the full story of one character today. Let me know in the comments which character I should discuss next. So, without further ado, let's talk about MetalSong, the antagonist of SnakeTail Spiral. The story starts with MetalSong, who was born from Splotchstar and Silent Whisper. He was always a grumpy and quiet kid, and didn't really talk to anyone in the clan at all. And then, Scorpion Kit and Snake Kit met up with him. Metal Kit always liked Scorpion Kit. He was nice, and always made sure Metal Kit was included in every single thing they did. Snake Kit was also nice, but Metal Kit had like a bad feeling about him. Splotchstar had always made his disdain for Snake Kit's father, Fernstep, very much clear, and Metal Kit started to follow the exact same mindset. We'll then skip a few moons to when Metal Kit became an apprentice, Metal Paw, under Proudwave, who was one of the most confident and responsible cats in Shadow Clan. Metal Paw trained with Proudwave, as well as Snake Paw and Scorpion Paw, anytime he had the chance. One day, the three apprentices decided to sneak out in the middle of the night, but then Metal Paw felt a giant pain in his head and passed out. When Metal Paw finally woke up, he was in a giant arena with jail cells of cats all over, from different clans. And the leader of it all was Floodstar, the leader of ThunderClan. Metal Paw was constantly forced to fight other cats to the death. Whoever failed to fight would die. In this arena, they were given their warrior names, and Metal Paw officially became MetalSong. And then Floodstar decided to make a very interesting battle happen. He put MetalSong and SnakeTail against each other to fight to the death, and promised that whoever would live could leave and bring one cat with them. MetalSong saw this as a chance to finally leave and have a happy life with Scorpion Tail, so he attacked SnakeTail. The first few minutes of the battle, SnakeTail didn't attack once, only taking hits and dodging every once in a while, and this made MetalSong furious. He knew that SnakeTail could fight. His father was a very massive fighter, and very strong, and he wanted to see that in action. To make SnakeTail fight him genuinely, he decided to threaten Scorpion Tail's life, and this did the trick. They finally decided to fight each other fully, giving it their all. And in the end, SnakeTail won and killed MetalSong. This is when MetalSong woke up in StarClan and was furious. He couldn't believe that SnakeTail had killed him, and that he lost the battle. While in StarClan, MetalSong would sit by himself, resenting it. And then, Fernstep showed up. Fernstep made a deal. If MetalSong could put SnakeTail in the Dark Forest, he would help MetalSong make him suffer. MetalSong accepted immediately, and then a few minutes later, he executed his plan. When SnakeTail died, he went to StarClan to be judged, and MetalSong saw this as a chance to force him in the Dark Forest. MetalSong leaped and forced SnakeTail into the pit of the Dark Forest. StarClan was more than furious at what MetalSong had done, claiming it reckless, and sent him down as well. When MetalSong fell, he fell into a giant pond of black water, and used it to stain his fur and disguise himself. Fernstep, who had found him after he fell, also did the same. They snuck up to SnakeTail and made a deal that if SnakeTail obeyed every word they said, they would help him see his dead mate, Golden Whisker. SnakeTail sat and debated the deal before finally agreeing. From that point on, MetalSong helped SnakeTail take over the Dark Forest by killing the past leader. This is when MetalSong and Fernstep discussed and exchanged ideas to make SnakeTail's life worse. MetalSong convinced SnakeTail to send a giant pack of dogs onto ShadowClan, which ended up killing a few cats, including Scorpion Tail. A bit later, in ShadowClan, Splotchstar was exiled for almost murder, and Fernstep convinced SnakeTail to watch him die in the cold. After a while, MetalSong, Fernstep, SnakeTail made a plan to go to war against StarClan, blaming them for everything they went through. During the preparation, MetalSong noticed that SnakeTail's apprentice in life, Dolphin Tail, was in the Dark Forest training with him. MetalSong saw this as a chance to ruin SnakeTail's life, so he murdered Dolphintail and forced him to stay there permanently. After moons of preparation, they launched their battle. SnakeTail led the group and killed Starkling Cat, which fully initiated the battle. After a bit of fighting, MetalSong noticed SnakeTail was just nervously standing there in front of Scorpiontail. MetalSong yelled at SnakeTail, telling him he had to fight, and SnakeTail refused. MetalSong decided to handle it himself and attack Scorpiontail, but SnakeTail got in the way. MetalSong then decided to reveal himself so he could hurt SnakeTail emotionally. SnakeTail began to cry, but he didn't back off, and eventually, MetalSong and SnakeTail had another fight. Tail again won the battle, pinning MetalSong down and killed him. MetalSong then began to fully fade out, along with his evil and bitterness. So that's MetalSong's role in the story, and how he became the main antagonist. All of his actions were just based on his bitterness of SnakeTail since he was born, since it was drilled inside of him from his father. If MetalSong lived, that might have changed the entire story. Let me know if you guys want to hear more about the other characters. I've been writing them slowly behind the scenes, and I'd love to share more. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.